Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. M. Venkaya Naidu, Vice President, Republic of India. Honorable Guest of Honor, Mr. Suresh Prabhu, Minister, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Honorable Guest of Honor, Mr. Sumil Duth Bola, Minister, Ministry of Business Enterprises and Cooperatives, Government of Mauritius. Honorable Guest of Honor, Mr. Amir Hussein Amu, Minister, Ministry of Industries, Government of Bangladesh. Secretary General of WASME, members of the Governing Board of WASME, invitees, dignitaries, members of the media, and all participants from SME sector, both nationally and internationally. World Association for Small and Medium Enterprises, WASME, since its inception in 1985 as the global voice of SMEs, is one of the most representative and leading international non-governmental organizations engaged in the promotion of such organizations worldwide. We work closely with all SME experts in different parts of the world and also enjoy a consultative stroke observer status with concerned agencies in the United Nations, including UNESCO, UNCTAD, ITC, WIPO, UNIDO, UNESCO, ANCITRAL, ILO, and several other intergovernmental and international organizations. WASME has been actively engaged in crafting the development agenda for SMEs, advocating for their greater recognition and enabling them to effectively contribute to the economic prosperity and social well-being of their respective countries. In India, too, WASME maintains a strong relationship with Indian government bodies, especially Ministry of Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprises, and carries out many activities like the regular submission of pre-budget proposals, recommendation to MSME Act 2006, to Development Commission SSI, Ministry of Small-Scale Industries in 2005, memorandum to various policy initiatives, etc. Through multidimensional activities like policy advocacy, information dissemination, national and international conferences and seminars, events and trainings, publication and research, network linkage, etc., we assist in creating the best integrated, innovative, and sustainable working frameworks for SMEs in all industry sectors. WASME has been striving to strengthen the communication and coordination with United Nations agencies and has been actively participating and advocating SME concerns in major United Nations meetings. In line with the momentous adaptation of the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Achieving Sustainable Development Goals, a landmark effort for providing a shared global vision towards sustainable development for all. The annual International Conference on Small and Medium Enterprises, ICSME 2017, themed around achieving inclusive and sustainable industrialization by promoting SMEs. It's being organized with the aim to align SME development goals with integrated and indivisible core dimensions of sustainable development, economic, social, and environmental. The 21st edition of ICSME 2017 emphasizes on small business global impact, which highlights the key role of small businesses in generating global impact through sustainable development. It also aims at fulfilling one of our core fundamental missions to enable SMEs to become more competitive while being environmentally friendly and socially responsible, culturally sensitive, and ethical in business practices by integrating the agenda with the SDGs. The endeavor is to engage all leading key shareholders or stakeholders across the world in an open and thought-provoking dialogue concerning SME development and the sector's need to align with the goal of achieving sustainable development through responsible business. Small and medium-scale enterprises occupy an important and strategic place in economic growth and sustainable development in all countries, constituting as high as 90% of enterprises in most countries worldwide. Based on statistics published by International Monetary Fund and World Bank, SMEs are now acting as key driving force behind a large number of innovations and contributes significantly towards the growth of the national economy through investment, employment generation, and exports of goods. SMEs have emerged as a highly vibrant and dynamic sector of all transitional economies, including India. Rural industrialization and economic linkage with backward areas, thereby reducing regional imbalances and ensuring at the same time more equitable distribution of national income and wealth remains key outcomes of this sector. SMEs are complementing large industries as ancillary units through enormously contributing to the socio-economic development of the country. All these factors collaborating with each other assist in ensuring the significant role SMEs will play in achieving inclusive and sustainable industrialization across the globe. The SME sector continues to demonstrate remarkable resilience in the face of trailing global and domestic economic circumstances. With its agility and dynamism, the sector has shown admirable innovativeness and adaptability to absorb and survive critical economic shocks, even of the greatest nature. Despite the pivotal role and strategic importance in the context of industrial development and economic growth of the country, the SME sector experiences several constraints and challenges at every stage of their operation, whether it is access to low-cost financial credit, buying raw materials, manufacturing of products, access to low-cost technology, inadequate infrastructure facilities, distribution and marketing, and lack of access to global markets are some of them. To overcome this, a mixed and favorable environmental support, both political and economic, from the present government of the state is needed. For example, import tariffs on selective products need to be imposed in order to provide ample scope for development of local domestic production capacity under the program of import substituting industrialization. Also, initiatives favoring the growth and adoption of policies should use local institutions, groups of industries, and inter-farm linkages to create and strengthen the micro-level bonds which can underpin global competitiveness. By designation, 27 June As the annual Micro, Small, and Medium-Sized Enterprises Day, the United Nations General Assembly has recognized the importance of these enterprises in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, especially by promoting innovation, creativity, and decent work for all SDG 8, United Nations 2017. In a statement earlier this year, a representative of the United Nations said, these enterprises, that is the SMEs, are among the world's most powerful job creators, drivers of productivity, and agents of growth globally. We simply cannot achieve the SDGs without the support and leadership from such enterprises worldwide. Considering the momentous role played by SMEs, access to sufficient resources is enormously significant to sustain the business cycle. And with this common vision and shared values, I thank you for coming together in spirit. I am equally confident of the launch of this position paper titled Small Business Global Impact, with the objective that it will showcase the prospects and potential SMEs hold as one of the key drivers of global growth and their contribution in helping the world achieve the SDGs. Thank you, and God bless.